Welcome back everyone, I'm a man in a suit and today is Wednesday, which doesn't mean anything to either of us, but I see a lot of YouTubers always starting their videos off stating the day of the week, so hey, I thought I'd do it too. But today's video is going to be about IQ, and what we're going to do is we're going to be comparing IQ to the recruit operator because in my opinion, I think they're one and the same. I think they're very similar. I think IQ has some stuff that's better than Recruit, but then I think Recruit has some stuff that's better than IQ. At the end, I'm going to leave it to you, the audience, to decide which operator is better and more useful for the team. So what I'm going to do with this video is I'm going to go back and forth between IQ and Recruit, between kills, but using the same weapon. That way you see that they're not that different at all. So right out of the gate, what I like about IQ is that she always seemed to be available. Just like that nerdy girl in high school that you always knew was hot, but the way she dressed and she was just too quiet that you weren't too sure, but then the group of popular girls went out on a dare and took her under their wing and took the glasses off and put her in a cocktail dress and changed her hair, and then suddenly she's like super hot. If you don't understand what I'm saying, then you obviously haven't seen enough 90s movies. This is like IQ, but instead of a cocktail dress and taking the glasses off, they gave her a grenade, and now it seems like everybody wants to use her, which I totally understand now, because I always thought she was completely worthless. I thought she was the most worthless operator in the game, but after playing her for hours and hours, I see that she's not the most worthless operator in the game. She's like the second or third most worthless operators. The people above her, in my opinion, are Blackbeard and Glaz, because Blackbeard is completely worthless. He doesn't do anything for the team, and that shield breaks now, but I think people don't talk crap about him because he's got a beard, and people that have beards are like 2 or 3 notches cooler than people without beards. For example, a vegan that has a beard is way cooler than a meat eater without a beard. So let's talk about IQ's special ability, and that is she's got this little flip up, as my mom would call it, Game Boy on her wrist that detects electronic devices. Now I've heard the argument countless times that if you don't find the objective during the preparation phase, you can use IQ to find the objective. Now look, I play this game 27 hours a day, 9 days out of the week, and only one time have we not known where the objective was, and I happened to be playing IQ that I was able to flip open her Game Boy and find the objective room. So just to clarify what I mean when I say IQ is worthless, I don't mean she's a worthless operator altogether, because I would say she has the best arsenal of any of the operators. All 3 of her primary weapons are the best. They all pass the glory hole test. I mean more she's worthless where her special ability doesn't necessarily profit the team that much. Like, for example, Thermite can blow through reinforced walls, so can Habana. Thatcher can EMP rooms, getting rid of electrical charges, Capkin bombs, and Fuse can pretty much end the entire game with one of his devices. So IQ's an excellent operator. She's a 3-speed, 1-armored operator. She's very fast. She's also very nimble. So the way I would score the operators between IQ and Recruit would be, I would give a point to IQ to be able to detect electrical devices. However, I would deduct a point from IQ for only being able to detect the electrical device. I would give IQ a point for being able to optimize your weapons as far as sights and grip, but I will deduct a point from IQ because you don't have the option to have the grenade and the breaching charge. And now when it comes to Recruit, I will give him a point because you're not restricted to the GSG-9 weaponry. You can choose from any primary weapon from just about any of the operators in the game. But I will deduct a point from Recruit because you're not able to throw on grips or suppressors, or my favorite thing, the weapon skins. That's a big deal for me. I will give Recruit a point because with Recruit, you don't have to choose between the hand grenade and the breaching charge. With him, you get both. I don't think there's enough operators in this game that you have some type of breaching device as well as grenades. That is a rare combination. But I'll tell you who really hates IQ, and that's Caveira. And I personally think it's just because they're women and they always hate each other. But some people think it's because of the whole football thing when Germany beat Brazil. And of course, when I say football, I'm not referring to American football. I'm referring to the sport where it requires about the same amount of athleticism as croquet. Another main difference between the recruit operator and IQ is, I would say recruit is a lot more clunkier. The recruit isn't afraid to come in and murder you and all of your friends in the middle of a club. I mean, how many people have the balls to do that? I would say most people want to kill someone like in the shadows, or they'll want to cover it up real good, but like recruit, he wants everybody to know. He wants everyone to see what he's capable of doing, because he's trying to prove to the guys upstairs he's worthy of that promotion. But then right there, parallel with his clunkiness comes clumsiness, and it does get recruit into lots of trouble. Not only has recruit fallen off countless buildings through the years, but he's also tripped and fallen into his boss's wife on accident at a wine and cheese party of all events. But then on the other side of the table, you have IQ, and she's as elegant as she is lethal. I mean, this is the type of chick that will literally shoot you to take the diffuser, but she's gonna make it up to you and the team, because she's gonna go in single-handedly, not only murder everyone in her sight, but she's gonna plant the diffuser, and she could stop there. But no, she's gonna go in and get that last kill as well. She's not an individual that holds grudges per se, but for the love of God, don't ever say anything negative about German beer or any type of pretzel. So in conclusion, I would say recruit and IQ are very comparable. I think where recruit lacks, IQ makes up for, and where IQ lacks, the recruit makes up for. But I want to know what your thoughts are. Do you agree with my list? Do you agree with the pros and cons I've shown you here? Comment below your thoughts and opinions on these operators. And more importantly, which two operators do you want to see me compare next? Thanks for watching. Feel free to hit that subscribe button for more gaming news, operator reviews, and just an overall enchanted experience. Until next time, I am a man in a suit.